Let's talk about my New England Patriots at 2-3, taking on the Cleveland Browns at 2-3. The Patriots are coming off of a beatdown of the Detroit Lions, and the Browns are coming off of a loss to the Chargers in a last-second field goal win for the Chargers. But before we even get to all this, and I don't believe in institutional losing, Puma. I don't believe that notion of, hey man, like that's just the Lions, that's just the Jets, they always lose. But what I saw out of the Lions on Sunday makes you wonder why the hell this team can't play any better. You feel me? Like they come in with one of the best offenses, and they absolutely completely crap down their leg. Jared Goff had a hell of a time out there. But the main point, the reason we were talking about this game is, the Patriots and the Browns. The one storyline coming out of the Patriots camp, and you know me, Puma. I'm really, really big on Bailey Zappe. Zappe Fever, as one may call it, aka Zappe Hour, aka Brady Zappe, whatever you want to call him. The man, the kid, is the starting quarterback for the Patriots right now, as Mac Jones is recovering from a high ankle sprain. So Puma, with that being said, right off the bat, who are you taking in this Patriots Browns game?
So I kind of lean to the Browns. I'm not that confident in the pick. Clearly, I mean the reason being is that they've been great for 3 quarters of in every football game, and for some reason the fourth quarter is the moon to them, and either they don't plan they don't game plan properly, or there's always a backbreaking interception from Jacoby Brissett, but. Cleveland's at home here. They're laying 3 points against the New England Patriots. I just kind of have a little bit more confidence in the Cleveland Browns here. I think if they're going to have success against the New England Patriots, it's going to have to be on that defensive line with Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney. They both played last week. They should be, playing this week, barring any, injuries popping up on the at practice this week. But I think they're going to be a go again in this game. The thing here though is the Browns are bad at defending the run, and the one thing that New England has really been great, pretty much since they since they founded the franchise. Let's be honest, is just running the football. So Ramondre Stevenson, you're going to get a heavy dose of him because Damian Harris is going to be out a couple of weeks with a hamstring injury. And I don't think they're going to put a whole lot on Bailey Zappe's plate. I think they're just going to have him kind of manage the game like he's been doing over the last 2 weeks. They're just going to rely on the run and see if they can just break through that Cleveland Browns defense. But all that being said, I'm leaning the Browns in this game. But personally, I'm not betting this.
Yeah, I feel you, and you hit on it on the head, man. Both these teams have similar identities. They run the hell out of the ball. I mean, the clock's going to be moving quickly. You're going to look down, and it's going to be 3:30, and this game's probably going to be over already, 2.5 hours in. So it's going to be, I'm sorry, 4:30. So what I'm trying to get at is like this game is very interesting, and I'm leaning more towards taking the Patriots just because. Call me crazy, Puma, but I like the kid, man. I like Bailey Zappi. I'm feeling it over here, And a lot of it probably does come from my bias to Mac Jones, and we all know how I feel about Mac Jones. I'm not the biggest fan. I think he's a little bit of a soft pansy. On top of that, he's got some issues, keeping his composure on the field. And the one thing I really, really enjoy about Bailey Zappi, and I didn't realize until I was watching him, like the guy just never seems phased. Yeah, his first action in the NFL was in Lambeau after Brian Hoyer got hurt. He's backed up in his end zone. People are yelling at him. He just seems to always keep his cool. And even last week when he started against the Lions, he definitely had that composure. So I like the kid. I like what he's made up of. Sometimes you can just tell somebody can keep their water and somebody can't. And for some reason, I'm really, really liking what I'm seeing out of Bailey Zappi. So with that being said, I mean, I expect this to be a really big Ramondre Stevenson game. Damian Harris is probably still hurt, so Ramondre's going to get the rock probably 30 times. We're going to probably end up starting one of the rookie running backs we drafted as well, just to give some 1-2 punch for Ramondre, give him a couple breathers. But I'm liking the Patriots, man. I think the Patriots are gonna win this game, man. It's gonna be a little bit of a shock when we at 3-3 again.
Yeah, until they put Matt Jones back out there after he comes out of the hospital from the sinking of the USS Yorktown that he survived based on that injury. I mean, Jay, like is there been any rumblings of is Mac Jones going to be back at practice being a full participant? Are there rumblings that he's even going to play this week? Like it seemed like last week he was trying to give it a go, and they kind of shut that down. Like what is going on in Foxborough?
Well, we'll have a really good understanding of the situation tomorrow because that's the first time we'll be able to get in, reportedly we'll be able to get in and watch practice and see just how well he was moving. My gut feeling is he probably won't be starting just because the coaching staff has confidence in Bailey Zappe right now, just because he plays within the offense. The one thing that Mac Jones was having issues with was he's pressing too much. He was throwing too many crazy balls downfield. He felt like he had to be the man and throw 400 yards. He was really playing outside the offense, and that's something that turns off Bill Belichick and that offensive staff like no other, right? So Bailey Zappe is playing within the offense. He's a very yes sir, no sir, like yeah, whatever you need me, I'll do it kind of thing guy. And Mac Jones is becoming more of a, I hate to say it, a little bit of a whiny bitch, man. Truthfully, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's been rumblings of him like not being on board with the offense, and he doesn't like the fact that the ball's been taken out of his hands, and he wants to throw up big numbers. Mac Jones seems like a very me kind of guy, as much as he plays the part of the team first kind of guy. I mean, but we really can't blame him from with his upbringing, right? We've talked about this many times, Puma. The guy comes from money. He's been to the best high schools. He went to Alabama, right? He's got those DUIs, and his parents, like, were able to get him off of that, right? I mean, everything this kid has done in his life has been basically spoon-fed him success. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm like so like turned off by him, just because he thinks like everything should be perfect for him and everything is going to be handed to him. Why Bailey Zappe, the kid, went to Southern Houston Baptist or something like that, played there for a couple of years. The only reason he went to Western Kentucky is because his offensive coordinator left Houston Baptist, went over to Western Kentucky, and then he went with them. Threw up 62 touchdowns in a year. I just like what I see out of the mental makeup from Bailey Zappe. I think the kid's a grinder, and I am praying more than anything he can hold on to this job, man. Like, it would be so awesome. Could you imagine if Bailey freaking Zappe dethrones McCrap Jones? Oh, God. I would fall in love with the Patriots again. Like, I'm just getting, like, a tingly feeling right now thinking about it,
Jay, if Mike Coleman's sleeping bag had an arm that could throw the football, you'd be a fan of that thing. My God.
No, but I wasn't.
Wow.
But I wasn't a fan of Brian Hoyer, right? I mean, I wasn't a fan of.
I mean, we know what Brian Hoyer is. I mean, the red zone is the moon to that guy.
Well, listen, Puma. Like, I wasn't a fan of Cam Newton. I mean, I kind of knew what was going to happen with that. I know it sounds crazy because we don't have enough evidence, Puma, but you always get this feeling. All right, simple example. Remember whenever they would pan over his rookie year to Mac Jones' sideline and he's like breathing heavily? He's doing those deep, what is it?
Yoga breathing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then you see Bill Belichick hold his arm crying off the field, right? They pan over to Bailey Zappe at Lambeau overtime. Everybody's yelling. The fucking camera shaking on his face, and the dude's stone cold dead face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think there's something there. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, Puma, but I think there's something there, man. There's something there. All right.
Good luck. Godspeed. He's your Taylor Heineke. I love it. This is fantastic.
I cannot tell you how excited I was down on Sunday at 1:00 to watch a Patriots game. I haven't felt that excited since the last year Brady was there. Like, I was looking forward to it. So I'm riding the Bailey fever, the Bailey Zappe fever, a.k.a. Zappe Hour, a.k.a. Brady Zappe. And before long, we're going to look on that hit that Rashawn Gary put on Brian Hoyer, the same way we looked at Mo Lewis's hit on Drew Bledsoe. Okay. It's going to happen.
Wow.
It's going to happen.
Wow. If anything, you should be looking on the hit of, whatever caused, Mac Jones to almost get his leg amputated. That's the thing you're going to put up in the Louvre.
Oh, yeah. Calais Campbell. I see. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good, Puma. Good.
I try.